Welcome to Evergreen Rotary Park. You've probably passed by this World War I memorial by the boat launch before, but it has some mysterious inaccuracies that we're going to look into on this week's Beat Blast. Stay tuned. Welcome back to this edition of the Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number one today, Kitsap Regional Library researcher Elizabeth Demon embarked on a fascinating project while earning her master's degree. She wanted to find out all there is to know about the 20 men on this World War I memorial here at Evergreen Rotary Park. The monument was actually built in 1962, but it's unclear why its creators put the 20 names that are on the monument here. Some of the men did in fact die in the war, but some actually came home. One was even murdered. There are some names you might recognize, like Wesley Harris, whose name is also on a firing range for the military off of Seebeck Highway. But Demon hopes that those who are not listed on this memorial that did die in World War I can be added in a later project. The full story is available at kitsapsun.com. And by the way, June 22nd is fast approaching, and that means the second annual Bridging Bremerton is upon us. This memorial will serve as the meeting spot for all of the festivities along the day, to include walks around the bridges at 8 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. Hope to see you there. Story number two, the USS Pittsburgh fast attack submarine sailed under the Arctic to get to Bremerton this past month. Its 30-day journey took it from Connecticut to Bremerton, where it will be decommissioned, as the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard is the only facility in the Navy that can decommission and inactivate nuclear-powered submarines.
I'll tell you, we were the first East Coast boat to transit underneath the ice to come here to Bremerton for our inactivation. So it was a great journey, a great experience for the USS Pittsburgh and our crew. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of pride going around. The last week, all I heard from the men was, this is the last, this is the last, this is the last meal, this is the last time we're going to eat Pittsburgh on Pittsburgh, this is the last turn, this is the last shutdown. So the pride they have in this ship is just amazing, the best I've ever seen on any ship I've ever served.
It's been a busy few weeks here on the waters of Sinclair Inlet with Navy vessels. The USS Nimitz also returned to Bremerton after a 4-day journey, its first underway following a lengthy maintenance period at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. Story number three. After the Corey family decided to call it quits on the Day on the Farm this past year, volunteers stepped in to continue this annual tradition, which unites special needs kids with horseback riding, a petting zoo, as well as lassoing lessons. The Kitsap Sun's Jesse Darland was there for the action.
People that are out here, the passion, and I mean, most of these volunteers, they've been coming for years, and so that passion of coming back and the loyalty to come back and help, and they just pitch in, and so it makes, for me, I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes work, but it makes this day easy because they just know what to do, and we kind of assign people. We've got, people handling the Pet Me Farm, the food, the courses, the little areas, and so they just take care of it. So we really have a good team of people.
Story number four. During the summer months, downtown Kingston grinds to a halt thanks to summer ferry traffic on the ferry bound for Edmonds. On busy days, drivers can clog both the driveways as well as the entrances on and off to businesses along Highway 104. Kitsap Sun reporter Nathan Pilling looked at how one particular business is affected by this ongoing conundrum.
We can pretty much guarantee that that starting in May, we're going to have a problem every Sunday and many Saturdays and certainly every Monday holiday. So we have made the decision to either instruct the employees that they can close down when we have traffic and customers can't get in and out, or we will make the decision ahead of time on the best shopping days of the year to not be open. And that's a really painful decision. When other stores are offering sales and they're having a huge revenue day, like Labor Day, for example, it's a huge shopping day. It's a day that I might go out shopping in my spare time, but that's a day that we're closed because we know that there's going to be a line of traffic out here that will not allow customers to get in and out. And I know we lose tens of thousands of dollars every year just in our little business alone because of traffic. My employees will call me or send pictures and let me know that there's a traffic buildup and that customers are not able to get in and out. And at that point, we have to make a decision whether we're going to shut our doors so I'm not losing money paying employees and not getting revenue. Or in other cases, I don't want my employees to lose hours because then my employees might go find a job somewhere else. So I have to make the decision to pay my employees even though there's no customers coming in.
And finally, story number 5, what's on tap for your weekend? Sponsored by Silver City Brewery Tap Room. For more than 30 years, Kids Day, put on by Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue, has been teaching kids valuable life and fire skills. The event returns to President's Hall at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. There's even going to be a helicopter, and kids can get free bike helmets at the event. That's going to do it for this week's Beat Blast. Special thanks to our sponsors and those of you who subscribe to the Kitsap Sun. We could not do this without you. See you next time.